Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, my name is Boris Kojo, and I am delighted to welcome you to Riga Circus. For the official draw of the FIBA EuroBasket 2025. Now, the draw will be similar in some ways to the beautiful opening performance we just watched. There's going to be suspense, but at the end of the day, I promise you, we will all get the answers that we need. The 42nd edition of the FIBA EuroBasket flagship event will get underway on the 27th of August. The group phase will be played in 4 beautiful European cities: Limassol in Cyprus, Tampere, Finland, Katowice, Poland, and right here in beautiful Riga, where the European champions will be crowned on 14th of September at Arena Riga, only a short walk away from here. 24 national teams have fought and gained the right to compete at the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 right here at the arena, and will be placed in today's draw. We have the 4 co-hosts: Cyprus, Finland, Poland, and Latvia, and we have the 4 partners of the co-hosts: Greece, Lithuania, Iceland, and Estonia, respectively. We also have Serbia, the top-rated European team in the FIBA World Ranking, Germany, the reigning world champions, Spain, the reigning European champions, France, the Olympic Games finalists, and of course we have very strong contenders, former and aspiring future champions: Belgium, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Czechia, Georgia, Great Britain, Italy, Israel, Montenegro, Portugal, Slovenia, Sweden, and Turkey. All these teams will find out the path that can lead them to EuroBasket glory today, right here in Riga Circus. I know most of you are watching from home, and you have never seen this venue before. It was actually created as a place where magic happens, as you just saw. So it's very fitting that we're here today to start the official countdown to an event with so many magic moments. You know, the FIBA EuroBasket was first played in 1935. And guess what? Latvia was the first ever winner of the championship. In these first 90 years, EuroBasket has never visited a circus, but its games have packed thousands of fans in venues across Europe. Outdoors in the open air during the early years, in the velodrome, in the best state-of-the-art venues indoors, and even in a football stadium under a closed roof. 2 things, however, changed or never changed in all those years. The first is that the brightest European stars gave everything on the court to capture the trophy. And the second is that every exciting edition made fans and players experience truly unique experiences. It made us all experience amazing moments, moments of magic.
For every fan in the stands, for every player on the court, every dunk, every block, for every moment, there's a legacy to be left behind. It all starts here. Make your mark.
To make their mark, but the same goes for the co-hosts. All 4 cities are exceptional places, but the mind of the 24 competing nations are all about one final destination. Okay. Every team aims to be in Riga to compete for a spot on the podium. Now, please help me welcome the person that explained better than anybody else the significance of this unique competition, the president of FIBA Europe, Mr. Jorge Garbajosa.
Thank you, Boris. Mr. Viktoras Valaenis, Minister of Economics, Vilnis Kirsis, Mayor of Riga, my good friend Raimos Bejonis, President of the Latvian Basketball Federation, Kaspar Siprus, General Secretary of the Latvian Basketball Federation, our dear friend, our dear President, FIBA President, Mr. Sheikh Saud Altani, thanks for being here supporting us today, representatives of the different national federations, distinguished guests, dear friends, as Boris said, I'm truly delighted to welcome all of you on behalf of all FIBA Europe to the official draw of the FIBA EuroBasket 2025. I think that this special and iconic venue, certainly the most original to ever host the draw of the biggest event in European basketball, is in a way a perfect metaphor for the character of Latvia and its relationship with the EuroBasket. Latvia, in terms of population, is the smallest country to have hosted the final phase of the EuroBasket, and it will do so again next September, 88 years after the first time and 90 years after Latvia, as Boris said, won the first edition of the EuroBasket. Since then, the nation went through so many seismic changes, but it never lost the passion of our sport and the unique capacity to discover innovative and intelligent ways to develop the game and improve its place in European basketball. Cyprus, Finland, Poland, and Latvia are four amazingly capable hosts and that are bound to deliver an amazing experience at the FIBA EuroBasket 2025. Cyprus, who is rookie in the organization of EuroBasket, has partnered with Greece. Finland, who is hosting for the second time in 8 years, has chosen Lithuania. Poland, who, allow me to say, has a very special place in my heart as a EuroBasket host. Those of you who remember now in 2009 would understand why. Will welcome Iceland, while Latvia, here in Riga, will welcome Estonia. The Partner Federation formula was a groundbreaking concept back in 2015, but because of the success in the last 3 editions, it has now become a cornerstone of the organization process for each host, allowing them to choose a fellow federation that will enable them to boost both ticket sales and marketing opportunities and enhance the experience of all the fans. FIBA EuroBasket 2025 will be also the culmination of a great hard work and excellent planning by our 4 co-host federations, but also the culmination of the proud legacy of the previous 41 editions that have made the EuroBasket one of the most important sports events all over the world. 3 years ago, FIBA EuroBasket 2022 celebrated unprecedented levels of success both on and off the court. More than 650,000 spectators attend to the tournament, almost twice as many as in 2017. Also, we have the opportunity to be witness of historical feats, such as in an unforgettable game between Slovenia and France, Luka Doncic scoring 47 points, a EuroBasket scoring record for the last almost 70 years. The exciting action on the court was met with further digital growth as the competition generated 4.2 billion impressions on social media, along with 971 million video views. This is the sort of a worldwide attention that EuroBasket commands, and the sort of world talent that is deployed on the court during the EuroBasket. I'm sure that our great stars will inspire once again basketball fans all over the world. Our stars have heard about the slogan, "Make your mark," are ready to turn it into action. For the 4 host countries, the National Basket Federation of Cyprus, Finland, Poland, and Latvia have done an outstanding job to prepare for the competition and deserve enormous credit. I would like to thank all 4 federations and their local organizing committees and wish them the best of success. I'm sure that our close collaboration and teamwork will help us all together to deliver a memorable FIBA EuroBasket. I also allow me to wish all 24 competing nations the best of luck today at the draw and obviously at the FIBA EuroBasket 2025. My wish to the players is very simple. Go there and make your mark. Ευχαριστώ, dziękuję, kiitos, thank you, paladies.
Thank you so much, Mr. Garbajosa. As we mentioned earlier, there are other hosts besides Riga, 3 other hosts during the group phase in very diverse, equally beautiful cities around Europe. The seaside jewel, Limassol in Cyprus, the city of technology, Tampere, Finland, and the city of music, Katowice in Poland. I'm sure fans would like to know more about those places so they know what to expect from the city that their national team will be visiting. So let's get an exclusive taste from each of the 4 hosts. Wow. No doubt, yes. This video shows that no matter where your national team will be playing, you'll be visiting a beautiful city. And as you will find out right away, you will get a warm welcome from each of those places. We actually have received a very special message from each of the co-hosts. Let's take a look.
Dear friends, I'm Andreas Mouzouridis, President of the Cyprus Basketball Federation. First of all, my congratulations to all the national teams that have qualified at FIBA EuroBasket 2025. We can't wait to see the action and be part of this exciting tournament. Here in Cyprus, we are ready to make sports history. As you might know, this is the biggest sporting event ever held on our island, and we will become the smallest country ever to host a FIBA EuroBasket group in the competition's 19 years legacy. For the countries which will be drawn in our group, we are looking forward to welcoming your team and your fans. Expect an unforgettable experience filled with top-tier basketball, warm hospitality, and a vibrant atmosphere. See you in Limassol, and best of success to all the participant national teams.
Hello, dear friends. I'm Timo Elo, President of the Finnish Basketball Federation. It was 8 years ago when we were hosting one of the EuroBasket groups in Helsinki 2017. That was a great week to remember, but that was just the beginning. Since then, we have Lauri Markkanen in the NBA, and our girls of age of 16 won the European Championships. This time, I want to welcome you back to North to witness our great fans in Tampere Tech Arena and our great city of Tampere, and also the potential which we have in Finnish basketball. Warmly welcome to Finland.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear basketball fans, I would like to welcome you from Katowice, the heart of Polish basketball, where we are proud to be hosting EuroBasket 2025, a celebration of top-level European basketball. For centuries, Poland has been known for its hospitality, passion, and open-heartedness. Today, we invite you to experience sports emotions together, to cheer for the best teams of our continent, and to discover the beauty of our country. An extraordinary tournament awaits us, full of competition, talent, and unforgettable moments. May this tournament be a symbol of unity, sportsmanship, and true basketball passion. I wish you all an unforgettable experience, a great atmosphere, and many exciting moments. Welcome to Poland. Let's play together.
Dear basketball friends, my name is Raimond Sväjonis and I am the president of Latvian Basketball Association. The Latvian basketball community has been a long-standing participant of global basketball life since 1932, when we were one of 8 countries that founded the International Basketball Federation, or as we know it, FIBA. At that time, FIBA was created to strengthen international relations between basketball players and developing our sport. Together we have succeeded. Basketball is now the second most popular sport in the world, and major basketball tournaments are celebrations that bring joy to millions of people. Latvia is not a large country, but this is exactly what makes us creative and dynamic in all areas of life, including basketball. We have been a reliable cooperation partner and host, organizing dozens of European and world basketball tournaments, and we are ready to organize the next basketball festival for ourselves and of course for basketball friends from other countries. Thank you for your attention. See you at EuroBasket 2025, the basketball festival in Riga.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, a very special fan has caught the pass from the president and has brought with him for us the official game ball of FIBA EuroBasket 2025. Wow, okay. The ball was designed by Molten especially for this big event and is adorned with the logo as well as the slogan, "Make Your Mark." Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the official mascot of FIBA EuroBasket 2025, Marky Mark. Mark, didn't I promise you there's going to be magic in this place? All right, let's get to the draw. To help us, we have here with us today 2 European basketball legends. First, a FIBA EuroBasket 2005 champion, a Greek legend with 189 international caps, who is now the team manager of Greece. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nikos Tzitzis. Hey, welcome to Riga. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So it's been almost 20 years, right? I have one question. Which memory stands out when you look back to that night?
Yeah, just being up in the podium as European champions, singing the national anthem with thousands of Greek fans in the stands is something you'll never forget. You know, myself and my teammates were all players that we were inspired from the '87 European Championship that we won in Athens. Being in their position and repeating the success was something unique.
Amazing. Now, I know that you are a basketball encyclopedia, so I have one question. Which moment stands out when you look at the entire history of EuroBasketball?
That's a tough one. My favorite game is when Greece won Soviet Union and won the EuroBasket. But myself, I believe that the most interesting game that I was individual performance was of Sasa Georgievich when he scored 41 points with 9 threes in a EuroBasket final in Greece in '95. I remember as a kid watching that game.
Wow.
And influenced me try to, imitate these guys.
Great. Well, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
All right, Nikos. Yes, give it up. And now, somebody who in the last EuroBasket game of his career, that was 3 years ago, lifted the trophy as the captain of the champions. Now, he won so often that I'm sure back in his house he probably has a room just for his EuroBasket trophies. But he was so kind to bring us back the trophy tonight. Please give it up. The Spanish national team record holder with 266 international caps, Rudy Fernandez. Wow, look at that. Rudy.
How are you?
All right. Okay, well, you have 4 of them. Is there one that stands out?
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, difficult choice. Too many memories, big games, a lot of EuroBaskets to play in. But I will say the last one. The last one so special, personally, because nobody expected. But always Spain fight to try to the success and represent our country best we can.
Great. Well, now that you're retired, finally somebody else can win. So if someone were to ask you, what is the secret behind winning a championship, what would it be?
I don't know the secret. My opinion is sacrifice, humility in that kind of tournament, because it's tough to compete against too many good national teams, and compromise. Compromise with your country, the name you have in front. You have to represent all your fans and make the success happen.
Yeah. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
All right. Give it up. "14 different nations have won EuroBasket trophy in the past 41 years. So the burning question is, who will lift up the whoops. Is that another trophy? All right. Who will lift up the 42nd one? Our 24 contenders are waiting to find out their path to the trophy. Let's see how the process works.
24 teams will compete at the FIBA EuroBasket 2025, hosted by Cyprus, Finland, Poland, and Latvia. They will split into 4 groups of 6 teams for the group phase of the competition. Group A will be played in Riga, Latvia. Group B in Tampere, Finland. Group C in Limassol, Cyprus. And Group D in Katowice, Poland. To determine the seedings for the draw, the teams have been ranked according to FIBA World Ranking Men, presented by Nike. The participating nations have been divided into 6 seeds, with 4 teams in each seed. Seed 1 consists of the highest ranked teams: Serbia, Germany, France, and Spain. Seed 2 includes Latvia, Lithuania, Slovenia, and Greece. Seed 3 features Italy, Montenegro, Poland, and Czechia. Seed 4 is made up of Finland, Georgia, Turkey, and Israel. In Seed 5 we have Belgium, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Estonia, and Great Britain. Finally, Seed 6 is comprised of Sweden, Iceland, Portugal, and Cyprus. Respecting the draw seedings, the 4 EuroBasket hosts have each chosen a partner federation, who will be drawn in their respective group. Therefore, it is already known that Estonia will join Latvia in Riga. Lithuania will team up with Finland in Tampere. Greece will partner with Cyprus in Limassol. And Iceland will play alongside Poland in Katowice. For the purposes of the draw, the host nations and the 4 partner countries will be placed in dedicated pots. 4 additional pots, each containing numbers 1 to 6, will determine each team's position within their group and the order of games. The draw software will display the available group options for each team. Let's see how this works in practice. The draw will begin with the 4 host nations, who are assigned to their predetermined groups. In this scenario, Finland are drawn first and placed in Group B, which they will host in Tampere. Their competition number is then determined. In this case, number 2. The same procedure follows for Cyprus, Latvia, and Poland, all of whom will be assigned to their respective groups. The draw will continue with the 4 partner countries being assigned to the groups of their respective hosts. After the hosts and partner countries are placed, the remaining teams will be drawn, starting with Seed 6. With 2 Seed 6 teams, Cyprus and Iceland, already drawn, this leaves us with Sweden and Portugal. The only available destinations for them in any case are Group A and Group B. In this simulation, Sweden are drawn in Group A and Portugal assigned to Group B. Estonia are already placed in Group A as a partner country of Latvia. The 3 remaining teams in Seed 5 are Belgium, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Great Britain. In this scenario, Bosnia and Herzegovina are drawn in Group B, Great Britain in Group C, and Belgium in Group D. With hosts Finland already placed in Group B, there are 3 teams yet to be assigned in Seed 4, Georgia, Turkey, and Israel. As per the decision of the FIBA Europe Board, Turkey cannot be drawn into Group C that will be played in Cyprus. Meanwhile, there are no restrictions for Israel and Georgia. In this case, Turkey are drawn in Group A, Georgia in Group C, and Israel in Group D. There are 3 teams left to be drawn in Seed 3, with hosts Poland already placed in Group D. Italy, Montenegro, and Czechia can be drawn with no further restrictions. Here, Czechia are drawn in Group A, Montenegro in Group B, and Italy in Group C. Slovenia is the sole team yet to be assigned to a group for Seed 2. Latvia are in Group A as hosts, while Lithuania and Greece are in Group B and C respectively as partner countries. As a result, the only possible group for Slovenia in any case is Group D in Poland. There are no restrictions for teams from Seed 1. In this simulation, Spain are drawn in Group A, Germany in Group B, Serbia in Group C, and France in Group D. Once the 24 teams are drawn, the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 draw will be complete.
Is everybody clear now? So let's move on to the draw. Please welcome Mr. Lubomir Mandic, FIBA Head of Competition Europe, who will present the draw seedings and conduct the draw with the help of our friends Nikos and Rudy.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon also from my side. We are ready to start the draw for the FIBA EuroBasket 2025. Everything should be clear after the draw explainer video, so that we can start by drawing the teams from the pot with the 4 hosts of the event. But before we do, let's take a look at the 4 national teams of the host countries.
This is incredible. Pirouette into the paint, putting the defense in the spin cycle.
Drives in and scores and got 19.
Okay, before we start, just a reminder that for every team that is drawn, we will draw then a competition number for that team in the respective group. Let's start. Nikos, if you do the honors.
Latvia.
Latvia was predetermined to host Group A in Riga.
After missing out on EuroBasket 2022, Latvia went on to complete the qualifiers with a perfect record and get back to the tournament 90 years after winning its first ever edition.
And now a number for Latvia in Group A.
Three.
Continuing with the next national team from the hosts.
Poland.
Poland was predetermined to host Group D in Katowice.
Poland, who reached the semifinals in 2022, will make this year their 8th consecutive FIBA EuroBasket appearance, their longest streak since the 1970s.
A competition number for Poland in Group D.
Four.
We can continue with the next team.
Finland.
Finland was predetermined to host Group B in Tampere.
Finland first played at the EuroBasket in 1939, but are enjoying their best stretch during the last 14 years. This year, they will host the competition for the third time after doing so in 1967 and as recently as 2017.
And now a number for Finland in Group B.
Two.
And now the last host.
Cyprus.
Cyprus was predetermined to host Group C in Limassol.
This is a historical EuroBasket for Cyprus for two reasons, as they will take part in the competition and also host a group for the first time ever.
And now a number for Cyprus in Group C.
One.
This concludes the pot with the four hosts, and we will now move over to the next pot, which contains the four partner countries. But before we do, let's also take a look at those four national teams.
And the dump to Domas Sabonis. And the handoff to Big JB. Beautiful, beautiful play. Can you believe it? Whoa! Oh my goodness!
Puts it up, Lunison up and under, throws it down for the dunk.
Behind the back, showtime.
Okay, we're ready to continue with the first partner country.
Lithuania.
Lithuania partners with Finland and will join Group B in Tampere.
Lithuania are chasing their 5th FIBA EuroBasket medal since 2003, when they won the competition in Sweden.
And now a number for Lithuania in Group B.
Number 4.
Let's see the next partner country.
Greece.
Greece will join Cyprus in Group C in Limassol.
Greece finished in the top 8 in 13 of the last 17 FIBA EuroBaskets and won the title in 1987 and 2005.
And now a number for Greece in Group C.
Five.
Continuing with the next partner country.
Iceland.
Iceland will join Poland in Group D in Katowice.
Iceland made history in 2015 by qualifying for the first ever EuroBasket. And 10 years later, they're celebrating their third appearance in the competition.
We also draw a competition number for Iceland in Group D.
Number 1.
And last but not least,
Estonia.
Estonia will join Latvia in Group A in Riga.
This will be Estonia's 5th FIBA EuroBasket appearance in the modern era, and the second time in a row they are picked as a partner country. Since 2022, they were chosen by Italy.
A number for Estonia in Group A.
Number 2.
Okay, this concludes the pot with the 4 partner countries, and we are now moving to seed 6. And as usual, we will also take a look at the national teams in seed 6.
Takeoff and throwing it down. Sweden for the triple. Cash money. Williams with the block and the reverse layup for 2.
Okay, we're now getting to the interesting part of the draw because everything that we have drawn so far was already known. So now all the other remaining teams will find out where they will be playing in the group stage. In seed 6, Cyprus and Iceland have already been drawn to groups C and D respectively. That's why we're looking for groups for Portugal and Sweden, and they can only be drawn in groups A or B. Let's start with the first national team.
Portugal.
Portugal will join Latvia and Estonia in Group A.
Portugal have waited 14 years to make their return to EuroBasket, and this will be their 4th appearance in the big event.
Now a number for Portugal in Group A.
One.
And finally from seed 6.
Sweden.
Sweden will join Lithuania and Finland in Group B in Tampere.
Sweden have made it back to the EuroBasket for the first time since 2013, thanks in great part to a famous win over world champions Germany in the qualifiers.
And now a number for Sweden in Group B.
Number 5.
This concludes all teams from seed 6, and we will now move over to seed 5. And again, let's take a look at the national teams in seed 5. In seed 5, we have Estonia already drawn to Group A. Therefore, the 3 remaining teams, Belgium, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Great Britain, will now be drawn to the groups B, C, and D. Let's start with the first national team.
Great Britain.
Great Britain will join Lithuania, Finland, and Sweden in Group B in Tampere.
Great Britain had never qualified for the EuroBasket before 2009, but have missed out only once since. So this will be their 6th appearance.
And now a number for Great Britain in Group B.
Number 3.
Continuing with the next team from seed 5.
Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Bosnia and Herzegovina will join Greece and Cyprus in Group C.
Bosnia and Herzegovina first played at the FIBA EuroBasket as an independent nation in 1993, reaching the quarterfinals, and this will be their 11th appearance.
And now a number for Bosnia and Herzegovina in Group C.
Number 6.
And last but not least, from seed 5.
Belgium.
Belgium will join Poland and Iceland in Group D in Katowice.
Belgium have played in 6 consecutive EuroBasket tournaments since 2011, which is their longest participation streak in history.
And now a number for Belgium in Group D.
Number 5.
This concludes all teams from seed 5. So we can continue with seed 4, and again, let's have a look at the video of the national teams in seed 4.
Is good from Shingalia. First dunk. Well, steps back, takes another tough shot. Cedi Osman and the relief. Straps on his superhero cape and flies. What a transition. Tisham.
Okay, for seed 4, we have Finland already drawn to Group B as a host. There is one additional restriction in this seed. As per decision of the FIBA Europe board, Turkey cannot be drawn into Group C in Limassol, therefore will only be drawn into either Group A or Group D, while the other two teams, Georgia and Israel, can be drawn into the groups A, C, or D. In effect, it means if Turkey is drawn into Group C, it will be automatically moved to the next available group. The draw software will help us by highlighting this. Let's start with the first national team.
Turkey.
Turkey will join Latvia, Estonia, and Portugal in Group A.
Turkey have taken part in every EuroBasket tournament since 1993, so this will be the 15th in a row. And their best result was a second place finish in 2001.
Now a number for Turkey in Group A.
Number 4.
Moving on to the next team from seed 4.
Georgia.
Georgia will join Greece, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Cyprus in Group C in Limassol.
Georgia appeared at the FIBA EuroBasket for the first time in 2011 and has made every single edition since, even hosting a group in 2022.
And now a number for Georgia in Group C.
Number 3.
And last but not least, from seed 4.
Israel.
Israel is joining Poland, Belgium, and Iceland in Group D in Katowice.
Israel are one of the most consistent nations in the FIBA EuroBasket, having missed only 2 editions since 1959. They finished in second place in 1979.
Now a number for Israel in Group D.
Number 6.
Great, that concludes all teams in seed 4, and we are moving quickly to seed 3. As usual, let's take a look at the national teams in seed 3. The picture is getting clearer for the groups. In seed 3, we have hosts Poland already drawn to Group D. Therefore, the 3 other teams in seed 3, Italy, Montenegro, and Czechia, will be drawn into the available groups A, B, and C. Let's start with the first one.
Czechia.
Czechia will join Latvia, Turkey, Estonia, and Portugal in Group A in Riga.
Czechia, who hosted one of the groups in 2022, will be playing in their 5th FIBA EuroBasket in a row. This is their longest run since becoming an independent country.
Now a number for Czechia in Group A.
Number 6.
Let's see the next team from seed 3.
Montenegro.
Montenegro will join Lithuania, Finland, Great Britain, and Sweden in Group B in Tampere.
This will be Montenegro's 5th FIBA EuroBasket appearance. It's the only country with a population smaller than 1 million to have reached this number.
Now a number for Montenegro in Group B.
Number 6.
And last but not least, from seed 3.
Italy.
Italy to join Greece, Georgia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Cyprus in Group C in Limassol.
The Azzurri have the 2nd best record in the FIBA EuroBasket appearances with 39 and have won the competition twice in 1983 and 1999.
A number for Italy in Group C.
Number 2.
Okay, this concludes also seed 3. Moving to seed 2, which is a little bit of a special one because we have already drawn 3 of those teams, but let's take a look at the remaining one.
Here's the lob! Beautiful. Toby! Doncic comes up with the steal. And look at that pass from Doncic. Giddy up!
Okay, as mentioned before, Latvia have already been drawn into Group A as hosts, and Lithuania and Greece into Groups B and C as partner countries. That leaves us with only one team in seed 2, which is Slovenia, and that team can only go to Group D in Katowice. Let's see it.
My big brother, Luka, Slovenia.
Slovenia to join Group D in Katowice.
Slovenia celebrated the nation's first ever triumph in a major competition at FIBA EuroBasket 2017.
And a number for Slovenia in Group D.
Number 3.
That concludes also the teams from seed 2. We're getting to the last 4 teams, and I'm sure that all 20 teams are curious to see which one of the top 4 ranked teams they will get into their groups. Let's take a look at those 4 top ranked national teams.
Unbelievable. Good from Bogdanovic. And Abramovich. Oh, look at Schroeder. He kind of looked like he was going to pass. Wagner for the jam. And now the lob. It had to happen. Wimby. Yabusele. Got it, that's 2 in a row. Nice pass. And Ernie Gomez. Double talk takes here a step. Oh, my goodness.
The moment everybody has been waiting for, seed 1. Seed 1 is the only seed tonight that we can draw without any restrictions. Therefore, Rudy, if you would do the honors with the first national team.
Serbia.
Serbia to join Group A in Riga.
Serbia concluded the EuroBasket qualifiers undefeated and are coming off a bronze medal conquest at the 2024 Olympics and are second in the FIBA World Rankings.
And a number for Serbia in Group A.
Number 5.
We're looking for the next seed 1 team.
Germany.
Germany to join Group B in Tampere.
Germany climbed to third place at FIBA EuroBasket 2022 and then followed up in 2023 with their biggest success in history, winning the FIBA World Cup.
The number for Germany in Group B.
Number 1.
The last 2, let's see them.
Spain.
Spain will join Group C in Limassol.
The reigning European champions have stepped on the podium in 10 of the last 11 FIBA EuroBasket tournaments, winning the title in 2009, 2011, 15, and 22.
A number for Spain in Group C.
I made it.
Oh, strong. Nico.
That was very stuck. Number 4.
And finally, last but not least, from seed 1.
France.
France to join Group D in Katowice.
Les Bleus, the silver medalists at the Paris Olympics and at FIBA EuroBasket 2022, have made it to the final round 40 times, more than any other nation.
The number for France in Group D.
Number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the FIBA EuroBasket 2025. First of all, I would like to thank Nikos and Rudy, who brought their good touch and lucky hands from the court to the draw. Thank you very much, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Lubomir. Now each team knows their opponents, where they're going to play in their way to the finals.
Let's take another look at the groups that we have just drawn. Group A in Riga will feature Serbia, Latvia, Czechia, Turkey, Estonia, and Portugal. Group B in Tampere with Germany, Lithuania, Montenegro, Finland, Great Britain, and Sweden. Group C in Limassol with Spain, Greece, Italy, Georgia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Cyprus. Group D with France, Slovenia, Poland, Israel, Belgium, and Iceland. I want to conclude from my side by wishing all of the participating teams the best of luck in the competition. Thank you very much, and I'm passing it back to you, Boris.
Thank you. All right. To conclude this wonderful ceremony, please welcome on stage Mr. Kamil Novak, the FIBA Executive Director, Europe.
Thank you, Boris. Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, first of all, thank you for attending the draw for the EuroBasket, FIBA EuroBasket 2025. I would like to use the opportunity to congratulate the Latvian Basketball Association for organizing this draw in such a fantastic and spectacular venue. It is not a surprise. The Latvian Basketball Association is well known as a great organizer and host of several international competitions and events. Now that we concluded the draw and all the teams know not only the city but also the opponents they will be playing against in the group phase, and we all know that FIBA EuroBasket became a global event. This event is followed by fans all around the world, not only in Europe. A study which was concluded after the last edition in 2022 calculated the total impact of the event it had on the host cities to nearly 300 million euros. And I think it's even more important, the worldwide television audience exceeded 300 million viewers all around the world. So this all shows that all 4 countries, Riga, Latvia of course, Poland with Katowice, Limassol in Cyprus, and Tampere in Finland, will receive a positive exposure far beyond European continent, and we are all very sure that they will be successful organizers. The Eurobasket will attract fans from all 24 countries, and as in every big competition, we as FIBA Europe, we put the focus on the players and on the fans. The players and the fans will be those ones to make the event a success. We know that all the players, they can't wait to wear the jersey of his national teams and play for their country. And the fans, they can be sure that they will be warm welcomed either in Limassol, in Katowice, in Tampere, or in Riga, and it will be a once-in-a-lifetime experience on and on the court, off the court. So Limassol, Tampere, Katowice, and Riga, look forward to welcoming you all in August. I wish you a great evening. Congratulations to the draw, and see you all at the FIBA EuroBasket 2025. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we say goodnight, let's take one last look at the EuroBasket, FIBA EuroBasket 2025 draw. Here it is. All right. Is everybody happy? Yeah? I want to say thank you to everyone who attended in person tonight. I want to say thank you to everybody who watched from at home. And I want to welcome all the fans around the globe, especially in Europe, to come and join us August 27th through September 14th at the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 tournament. And before I say goodnight, I want to leave you with one last look at the glorious history of EuroBasket.
What a night of basketball ahead of us, folks.
This is what it's all about.
It's been all about thriving under pressure. You have to prove that you can finish.
Barcelona driving in, enter the lane, and it up the bonus! What a rejection! It is undeniable. They win the FIBA EuroBasket title.
Bonne nuit. And to everyone here, please join us at the cocktail party. Thank you.